Imagine you wake up and you have 5 kilograms less than you had a while ago. Losing fat is easy and you look in the mirror with proudness. Well, if you click on this video, I will show you the step-by-step system on how to achieve exactly. So you want to lose fat, brother? I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. I'm going to show you exactly what you will get if you're going to pay some nutrition guy who charge you, I don't know how much, 200, no, not 200, like, I don't know, 50. Who gives a fuck? I'm going to show you exactly how to do it on your own. So let's go for it, brother. So I'm going to show you how to actually lose fat in a better, easier way. In a way where you will not feel that much discouraged on your fat loss journey. At this point, we have to calculate, okay? So you're going to choose between those numbers, multiply it, your weight in pounds, okay? This is what you're going to get, your total calorie intake. So this number you're going to choose if you are not that much active. This one, if you're moderate active. This one, if you actually kind of more active than the average person, we can say. If you're even more than this, you can go to 17, 18, but I would say probably not many of you will go that high. So for example, in my case, yeah, when you're gonna go to the, I have 84 kilograms, which is basically 185 pounds. So what I'm gonna do is calculate that, 185. We're gonna do it this way, oh shit. Based on this is the total calories in order to maintain my weight. What we're gonna do is take 400 or even 500 calories, something like this. In the beginning, you can try to do it 500 and see where you're gonna go with that. So we have this number. Basically, what you have to do now is to simply understand those things. These are the calories we have to eat in order to lose fat, okay? One importance with that is to understand which food will take us there. So actually, your plate should have carbs, should have healthy fats, and should have lean meat, which is basically protein. This is the protein, okay? First of all, lean meat, such as protein, chicken, turkey, lean fish, all those things, okay? They are great for keeping you satisfied with your meal. Healthy fats, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, almonds, those are great. Carbs, don't be scared of carbs. Potatoes, rice, basmati or brown rice. Example, I'm going to explain this. So basically, rice comes with few examples. For example, basmati, jasmine rice, brown rice. And the more white the rice is, the basically faster it's gonna come in a form of glucose. So basically, brown rice, it digests slower. So for example, it tastes slightly less attractive. However, you know for a fact that it has some fiber and it has lower IG index, meaning it's gonna slower give you energy and slower you're gonna go hungry. But parboiled is also one which I like. Parboiled rice is kind of mix of taste and actually good IG index. Potatoes are the big one because they're gonna fulfill you for really long. 1 kilogram of potatoes for sure will keep you less hungry for a few hours. When it comes to fats, you have healthy and unhealthy fats, meaning basically you can have saturated fats and you can have unsaturated fats. Unsaturated fats are these ones here, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, almonds. You want to have more of these and less meat fat, example beef and other things which have fat. Caveat to that is that salmon, for example, have fat, but these fats from fish are healthy for you. But now when you know that you have to, on your plate, have basically 3 of these, which is carbs, fats, and protein, the most important thing is to have more of protein and less of carbs. So you don't want to cut carbs, all of it. You want to keep it. However, when it comes to actually this proportion of that, I'm going to show now. 2,300 calories, and we calculate this. So based on that, protein, 2 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight, which is exactly 168 grams of protein per day. Fats, 0.8 or 1 gram per body weight. Kilogram of body weight, 76 grams of fats, healthy fats. The rest are carbs. What I advise you to do is when you're eating your breakfast, for example, I want you to actually try to make your breakfast without many carbs, okay? It's gonna give you more sustainable energy, and later on you can add some carbs. My point is this: when you're gonna eat eggs, you're gonna realize that actually eating eggs give you this fulfillment, okay? It gives you this satisfaction because there are not many carbs in it. Eggs don't have carbs. So try to add like 2-3 days per week without carbs on breakfast, and you will see that you're gonna have energy for longer because nothing will give you that crashes in the morning of like spike of glucose. Most of the breakfast, which I really do not recommend that much, is the oats without any much protein in it, because there's one simple thing which I have to admit, one thing which I have to tell you. Any meal you're gonna have, you want to at least have, be in that range which is 25 to 40 grams of protein per meal. Okay, protein gives you really big satisfaction from the food. It keeps you satiated basically. Okay, it's gonna help you be hungry less during the day, and when you are hungry less during the day, it's more likely that you're gonna stick with your calories and you're gonna lose fat. That's how this looks like basically. We're gonna calculate our calories, how much we need. This is the protein we're gonna calculate. So in my case, 2,300. This is the ranges, 2.0 to 2, protein, fats 0.8, 1 gram, okay? And the rest you're gonna fill out the carbs. This is what you have to understand, which is protein per meal, 25 to 40 grams per meal of protein. This is very, very important, okay? This will keep your diet easier, much easier. Not only you're gonna be satisfied for longer, but you're gonna keep some muscle mass. Lean meat, example, chicken, lean fish, turkey, healthy fats, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, almonds, rice, potato, basmati rice. The more wide the carb is, the more likely it's processed. So unfortunately, if you're eating some pasta, white one, I'm not saying it's bad, but it will spike your glucose faster, okay? You can still make sure that the rice will not spike your glucose that much if you have healthy fats in it, because healthy fats will make sure you will not get that energy spikes. Also, one thing which you can do is, let's say you have 7 days. This is your week, okay? Here you're gonna eat 2,300. So first 6 days you're gonna eat 2,300, and the 7th day you're gonna do refill meal. So basically you're gonna pump up the carbs, okay, to your day, and you're gonna just add slightly 300 calories to your day in order to make sure like you're gonna get some more energy in the end of the week. You still on average are for most part on a deficit, which is nice. And this is not really, you don't have to do it 100%, but you can try it for yourself. If you really lack energy, if you really cannot simply do it anymore, just do 1 day of refill meal. Sometimes, to be honest, you need 2 of them, but this depends on how your life is going, okay? The bonus, training, when it comes to training, because if you're watching this till now, you probably, I hope you're training in the gym. I'm going to show you exactly how to keep as much muscle mass as possible with less work, okay? This is the point I couldn't understand for a while, and now I do. For most people, okay, doing 1 to 7 hard sets per week per muscle is enough to keep muscle during your cut. You don't want to go high volume when it comes to training, and that's because you will not build any muscle anyway. You just want to maintain your muscle mass as much as possible. So what I advise you to do is lower your volume. So for example, if you're doing, let's say 10 sets per week for chest, just do it 5, okay? If you're doing for legs, just make it half basically. Like, trust me, if you're gonna go to these studies and you're gonna sort out this for you, I mean, just check on the study on PubMed or whatever about maintaining muscle mass. It's so much easier to maintain muscle mass than to build it. So for example, you might need to have like 12 sets for chest if you're a very advanced person in order to grow some chest. But if you want to just maintain it, you can just do it 5 hard sets. So what I advise you to do is this. Basically gonna do, for example, your upper day, yeah, could look like this. Before we're gonna start to explain that plan, this is like basic upper plan, okay? 1 to 7 sets, however, they have to be put very high intensity. I would say 1, but most likely more of these 0. Really 0 means reps in reserve, meaning, for example, if I'm able to bench press 10 times, and this is my whole, like I cannot do it 11. If you're gonna do 10 and you try to do 11, this means really 0, okay? You couldn't do more than possible. And what you can do is basically do this, chest incline. So let's do it 30, 45 degrees, 45 degrees chest incline, 2 sets, chest fly 1 set, some row, for example, Smith machine row or Penday row, 2 sets, lat pull down 2 sets, reverse cable fly 1 set for your back delt, lateral raise 2 times, 2 sets. What you want to do is make sure you're gonna put every set of these to read 0, okay? If you're doing some sort of chest and it's difficult for you to go to really failure because nobody will spot you, just go to read 1, it's fine, okay? However, my point is this. You have to show body that you need to keep that muscle, and by training very high intensity, you will do it, okay? Training to failure, it's fine because this is low volume training. If you think high volume, failure is still a nice thing, but you have to be more careful with that. However, really zero basically means doing everything you could to make sure to push that weight, but you couldn't. Okay. So based on that, you see how less you are doing the work, but still making sure the gains will stay with you. Yeah, so that's all. I hope you now understand and see you in the next one.